It's time to grow up, says Mikey Glove Saves in the chat. It's Thursday. The boys are firm. Let's go. Covers his NHL puck props presented by Bet99. If you're just signing up, covers NHL. That's how you get through the door. Pump it up for the pumpers on a Thursday. Let's go. What a night. I know you've talked about it ad nauseum today, but just the irony of how the Jays game started, and then you look at the score of the Leafs game, and you're like, it's 5-1, and Cole Sillinger has 72 points.
Yeah, it's almost the perfect storm for the Toronto Maple Leafs that everybody in Toronto's attention is on the Jays, because if you had to watch that game from start to finish, the full 60 minutes, or even some of their recent games from start to finish, you'd be criticizing a lot of what's going on with the Maple Leafs right now. So it's almost, it's almost reverse course right here, where the start of the Blue Jays season was just as bad this year, but nobody was really paying attention to it because the Maple Leafs were in the second round of the playoffs and went to Game 7 against the Florida Panthers. And then once the Blue Jays season was over and everyone's attention was on the Blue Jays, that's when the Blue Jays season started to turn around. Are we reversing course here? Maybe.
We'll see. No, big night, pocket-wise. I love those. I mean, I'm never victory lap a losing day, but I'll be victory lapping a winning day for sure. The Bichette play came in. I didn't think he'd get another late one. It was unique. Great play. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just getting showered with praise in the chat. So don't be afraid to crap on me when it's crappy. Picked up the tab, was out with the boys, had some boys come out for drinks to the pub last night. Picked up the tab like a nice man after a couple wins.
No way.
Oh, $250, 50 tip. Right? Yeah, 20%. Yeah. $250.
Wow.
50
so
tip.
it was a big digit night for you then, eh?
Yeah, we're certainly still profitable. That's how it went.
Good.
But I was paying the bill. She had the bill thing ready to go as soon as Bo Bichette's last at bat. And I'm like, I didn't think he'd come up again.
Like, they take him out?
That was like another 700. You're like, okay, we'll take that.
Yeah.
We'll take it. By far the best pub meal, and it's not even close. Beef dip. Probably could have a more appetizing name, but the beef dip, I don't think can be beat for pub food.
Like, what are you talking about? Like beef dip nachos?
No, like a beef dip, like the sandwich with the au jus sauce.
Oh, with the au jus. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's phenomenal, bud.
The au jus sauce, it has so many purposes.
The au jus you can use on anything. You got leftover fries.
Oh, usually like a little piece of meat still at the bottom of the au jus sauce. Oh, yeah. It's just been chilling there.
Beef dip is pretty good too when you're talking about nachos. Like if you got a big bowl of ground beef and you're just dipping your nachos in them.
Oh, you're not a beef on the nacho guy. You're like separate bowl.
I am. No, absolutely I am. But I mean, if you want the dip to
French
add
dip,
more, for sure.
All right.
French dip.
November is going to be the cleanest month of my life. I have to. No booze. I'm going no booze, no carbs, no snacks.
Clean.
What's that?
You're going full clean.
Yeah, it's tough. I'm such a loser, wimpy guy. But you live in the betting world. You're like, yeah, treat yourself. I treat myself.
You're living in, a pretty fun time right now. Like
100%.
When is the next time? And that's the thing. You got to live in the moment, right? You got to allow these sports moments that capture and take over our everyday lives, because we live in Toronto. And I mean, it's 30 years since the last time they were in this, over 30 years, the last time they were in this situation. So you got to soak it all in. Like, how do you think I feel? I'm a morning sports talk radio host.
Gross.
Okay. And I'm staying up into the godly hours of the morning. And I'm saying to myself, I'm doing it now because it's a sacrifice I need to make. So I'm fully invested in this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
I hate going to bed at 1 o'clock every morning and then hearing my alarm at 5:30 to get up. But short pain for the long-term gain.
All right. I'm touching on Mikey Glove Saves, who's an absolute beauty in the chat, but also basically a fitness guru if you haven't seen his other content. Good morning, Shody Bets. Hey, just followed you today. Did like the
Shotty Bets.
Shody. Come on, man. Shody.
How do you get Shody from
he
that?
looks closer. You're like, I can't.
It's SHAW.
Yeah, Shody.
Shotty.
It's all right. We got a huge slate today. An absolute huge slate. It's loaded. And we go. And we don't stop until we get to the other game. I think the only game I don't really want to touch is the Rangers game. Let's go. Buffalo, Boston. It's a pick 'em. Total sitting at 6, minus 120 to the over. We're going Yuri Kulik for a point. How much? Plus 150. That don't make sense. Yeah, I know it doesn't. That's why we're betting it here. Plus 150. I mean, he's center in the top line. I know he's PP2, but like that's like a plus 120 at the most price. And we've seen him play well. He's center in that top line, PP2. Played a season high 20 minutes last game. Has points in 4 of his last 7. Buffalo, 1 regulation loss last 7 games. Where have they come from? Boston, 2 wins and 4 points in their last 9 games. Buffalo, 91% on the PK. It's number 1. Boston got Hampus Lindholm back, but Buffalo is also getting Michael Kesselring back. Nice. This is a really good spot, I think, Carlo, and you can atone to it here, to fade Boston. Boston is not going to be a consistent team this year, and they just shot their shot last game. How did they do that? They were embarrassed by Ottawa 7-2, so they had we got our butts kicked. We need to step it up next game. They came out. They won that 5-2 versus the Islanders.
And they were down 2-0 against the Islanders, too.
Exactly. So now I don't think they're a good team that has consistency to play up to that. You get that one game where you got your butt kicked, but then I think you fall short the next game. Pick them. It's at Boston. But Buffalo does have some deep lines, which kind of negates last change a little bit on the road. Do you like Buffalo here?
I do. Obviously a tough loss the other night in overtime to Columbus. But I just feel like for as slow as it started for Buffalo and on all the world is falling news around them, and because of that start, they've done a nice job turning it around. And with this win, they can be above 500, right? And really start to inject maybe a little bit more hope in this season. You lose to Boston. I don't care, home on the road. You can't lose to Boston if you think that you're going to take that next step, especially with how hard they've played to get out of that early season slump that they created.
Okay. This is live on air. I'm hearing someone opening my door because I'm in the garage. This is a garage office, and I don't know who it is. So my head's like, should I just stay here? Should I bolt? I think they're
gone. Geez.
Hopefully it's just a package. But who knows?
What, open up your garage door?
No. This is like a built-in room in my garage.
Yeah.
But I'm at the front door and I can hear people breaking in. Right? Imagine that. Imagine live on air. The Stackman defends his house.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I won my bets fair and square.
Yeah. I haven't even got my money from my withdrawals yet. All right, we keep rolling. Calgary, Ottawa. Let's go. The Flames plus 140. Ottawa minus 160 on the money line. Total sitting at 6. Not a lot of 6.5 these days. We're going Morgan Frost for a point plus 110. We saw him in Toronto. It was fitting that he got the Andy Frost's kid. Gets the goal from Nazem Kadri. Like, it's always great to see. If you don't know anything about Morgan Frost, his dad was an absolute legend in the city. Did the announcer for when it at the Garden too, or did he do the announcing at the Gardens? At Maple Leaf Garden?
I think so.
It might have been. He might have done both, right?
Right at the end. Yeah, I think.
And if you don't know, and if local guys would also know, Psychedelic Sundays. If you were listening to the radio, Psychedelic Sundays with Andy Frost. I think that was Andy Frost. Could be wrong. Who knows? But his kid's good. He's played on the top line, PP1, coming off a season high 21-37 and points in 4 straight, facing the second worst penalty kill at 63%. I do have another play here. It's not on the bottom. I do have a Greg point here, plus 135, third line, but PP1 facing a 75% PK. Calgary, 3 points, last 10 games. Calgary home. This is a crappy schedule. Calgary's just been handed a terrible bag for the schedule, right? Like they had some crappy stuff out of the gates, but this is what they are. Calgary, home at Winnipeg, home at Toronto, at Ottawa in 9 days. Isn't that a strange schedule?
Very, very strange. Just with some crazy travel.
Does that affect people early in the season? Like if you're not adjusted, you're not ready for the travel, like they're already not a good team to begin with.
Yeah, I think regardless, early in the season, late in the season, the fact that you're doing that much when you're crossing the time zones too. Normally the teams out west, when they come out east, they do 2-3 games in a row, not the quick in and outs.
I got here my notes. 2 teams going in different directions. Yes or no? I feel like it is.
Who's this? Calgary and
Ottawa.
Yeah. Well, Ottawa got their lunch handed to them the other day in Chicago.
So there you go.
Right.
Ottawa, yes, 7-3 loss, but had taken 9 of 12 points in their previous 6 games.
Right.
And I think they had scored 7 goals in each of their previous 2 games before the loss.
I mean, Ottawa's sort of got a built-in excuse with the injuries that they're dealing with. But Calgary, I watched that game the other night. They're not that good of a team.
The Leafs game?
Yeah.
They're not.
No. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think a Calgary team total under 2.5 is -110, 7-4 to the under on the season. Dallas, Tampa Bay, Dallas plus 125 versus -145 for the Bolts at home. Over under sitting at a flat 6. Let's go Tyler Seguin for a point, -105. You see it always in point props, and it's basically the same thing how we bet them. They start really high, and if the guy jumps up to the roll, it's not priced immediately to that roll. It slowly takes its time to get to where that fair price is for that.
So it's a market adjustment.
Yeah, but it's slow, right? It's not just like, oh, we need to adjust it totally right to this spot, like maybe you would in the football market. No, not a lot of money in the hockey market, so it moves a lot slower. And Tyler Seguin now, with all the injuries in Dallas, centering PP1, playing with Rantanen, played 20 minutes last game. And had the only goal in that 1-0 win versus Washington. Dallas comes into this game 3-0 straight up versus Washington, Nashville, Carolina. Not a bad little run there. And Tampa Bay 3-0 straight up in their last wins, Nashville, Vegas, and Anaheim. Not terrible either. Dallas, number 3 power play. Tampa Bay power play sitting 28. So there's the advantage there. Dallas, 25th PK. Tampa Bay, 7th PK. So maybe that balances it out. The only thing I have here is that second point, but I kind of mentioned it yesterday, and I think it was who's in worse shape right now, Tampa Bay, Florida, or Toronto in terms of regular season success. And of those 3, rate them in order you think finish in the Eastern Conference standings.
Go to the team, Tampa, Florida, Toronto?
Correct.
I still think Toronto is going to bounce back. I don't want to start.
No, I get that. Like it's a common thing
because they're an easy book to read. They start slow in October and they notoriously pick things up in November. And I just need to wait and see on that. So I still think they're going to finish ahead of both Tampa and Florida. I don't think Florida cares about the regular season. I really don't.
So you think they're the bottom of that 3?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, they're playing half of the season without Tkachuk and Barkov. So
good point.
That's the way I would go. Toronto, Tampa, Florida.
I'm getting crapped on by Perez. Carlo sounding really homerish, but Carlo also has to, in his defense, Carlo has to sit there and listen to people call into his show, 4-hour radio show in the morning, that are saying, let's trade Austin Matthews. Let's get a new coach in. Let's get rid of John Schneider.
Yeah.
Like, no,
win or lose, John Schneider needs to go. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Look, I'm the last thing from a homer. And anybody that knows me will tell you too that I don't have a homer take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. You know what I am? I'm a realist when it comes to the Maple Leafs. I call it how it is. And I've learned my lesson with this team that you can't overreact as much as people overreact, because they are who they are, and they just have a history of being the same team over and over and over again. And Like before the season started, everybody praised their goaltending. Well, they haven't had the same goaltending all year because Woll hasn't been available and Stolarz hasn't played up to his potential. Everyone praised their defense. Well, they haven't been good because their goaltending's been bad. So, and they're learning life. They're learning a new life without one of their best players, and sometimes that just takes a little bit of time. I said it from the day the offseason started when people asked me how I think Toronto's going to be, and I said it, and I continue to repeat this. I think they're going to be a way better playoff team, but they're going to regress in the regular season. Now, does regressing the regular season guarantee you a playoff spot?
No.
That's going to be the tricky part with this team. So I'm not sitting here and telling them they need to trade everybody and blow it up. I've learned my lesson with this group. They just need time to start the season because guess what? As much as the Florida Panthers aren't interested in the regular season, you know who else is disinterested in playing in regular season games when they know they're always going to be judged on their playoff performance? The Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yes.
So I'm not a homer.
Yeah, nope.
I'm a realist.
And I'll just say, it's refreshing to have a Toronto voice, not just sit there and have to use heavy hot takes in morning radio to just bash the
or
league.
just jump on board with the same public opinion that everybody has on certain
It's funny, being
players of the
contrarian
team.
in your situation means being a nicer human being. We roll up Nashville, Philadelphia. Nashville plus 125, Philly minus 145 on the money line, total sitting at 5.5. Let's go. Back up the Brinks truck. We got Bobby Brink for a point, plus 120, listed as PP2. But guess what? That PP2 played more than the PP1 last game. Brinks, Cates, Forrester, they broke our heart. They called that goal back. Would have been a great cash, but no, sir. We go back to it. And I think if you're looking at a double stack, I think you go Brink and Cates. They've spent a lot of time together going back to last year too. 17 to 19 minutes. Expect that 4 points last four games. Power play point is 475, but this Nashville penalty kill is pretty good. Top 10. This spot, Nashville 4-7 to the under, 2-3 straight up in their last 5-game homestand versus Tampa Bay, Dallas, LA, Vancouver, Anaheim. And they have won by more than one goal just once this season. Nashville stinks. I thought they were kind of good. Nashville stinks. Now, on the other hand, Philly has won 4 their last 5, rocking a top 6 penalty kill. Nashville, 11.2% on the PP, one of the worst in hockey. I was thinking Nashville is pretty good, and the Flyers weren't that good. I think I'm wrong on both accords. I think Nashville's not a great team, and maybe Philly is a little better than I'm giving them credit for.
I don't really know how to get a read on Philly either. I mean, like
it's a tough one. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, again, we're 10 games into a season. There's teams that like Montreal. Okay.
I like Montreal better than Philly.
If you're asking me to give you a realistic opinion of a team, I have a more realistic opinion on Montreal because they've proven more in the games that they've played.
Yes.
Of them being more legit than anybody else. Because look, they were a playoff team last year, right? Philly wasn't a playoff team. Pittsburgh wasn't a playoff team. Could this be just an early season surge that they're having? In most cases in recent history, yeah, that tends to be the trend that follows these surprise teams early on. But I mean, I really can't get a read on Philly. I don't trust their goaltending. They're still a young team in transition. They've been having all this success without Michkov. Who's Michkov? Is he this superstar, or is he just going to be this average hockey player? So I don't know. I can't get a real read on them.
No, but one thing I think we can agree on, Nashville is not a very good team. Little cough. Had to hit the cough button there. I'm getting professional. But we move on. We got to get through this slate. It's a long one. Islanders, Canes minus 220 at home. We go with your co-host,
Stanky.
Aaron Stankoven Korolnik for a point at plus 115. This whole second line now stacks together. Stankoven, Hall, Blake. Blake is still shorter in a price just because he was on PP1, but now these guys are PP2. And guess what? This line is got more minutes 5-on-5 than the Aho Jarvis line in their last game. We have Rittich in net for the Islanders. He's 2-0 with a 9.4 save percentage. That's probably going to go down because the Islanders are the worst team in hockey in metrics that Carlo hates, and expected goals against per 60 at 5-on-5. The Islanders, 9 of 12 points in their last 6 games. Carolina, worst power play in hockey somehow at 10%. And Carolina without Jakub Slavin, William Carrier, Shane Gostisbehere's a big one, and Eric Robinson. So we'll see Sean Walker move to power play 1 for the Canes today. Can't find a prop for him, but keep an eye out. If you're betting the Calder, right, Schaefer and Demidov, I know you have Schaefer and Demidov are tied right now for the betting favorite for Calder plus 210. You got to lean on other one. My lean's on Schaefer right now.
Here's the thing about Schaefer. I love the kid. I love the player. I think he's going to be a superstar in the National Hockey League. The guy played 17 games last year, and he's gotten off to a really, really hot start. And you wonder, is that hot start just because he's like got full of adrenaline? He's like, I'm playing in the NHL. I deserve to be here. It's a long season. How does that adrenaline, hold its course through a month, 2 months into the season? Can he, especially when he doesn't have that sort of, resume of playing, not resume, but like he doesn't have the mileage on his body of playing that many games in a season.
The experience of playing a lot. Yeah.
Right. So that's the only thing that pushes me off of Schaefer, even though I do believe he's an unbelievable athlete. And Demidov right now, you can just see he's just elevating. He's on PP1 now. He's playing with their top players. Like, I just feel like he's more set up to be more successful.
I think I had something written down here, and I think I took it off, so I'm just going to wing it and hope that I was correct. Carolina had that gauntlet of a West Coast run, right? Like, they went 3 games through California. They did Dallas. They did Vegas. And they're coming back from Colorado. That's about as tough as a swing. You come home, and the first game home off that trip is Vegas. And now I wish I had circled that game on the Frozen Frenzy day for Vegas just to beat the brakes off them. Yeah. But I think Carolina bounced back here.
Oh, guaranteed Carolina bounced back. Yeah, and we missed that game. You're right, we did. That was the travel game, the schedule, what do they call it? The schedule loss.
Oh, for sure.
In the schedule.
That was about as long as a West Coast gauntlet as you can have. Like, I think, Dallas, Vegas, Colorado, plus the California games, which aren't easy anymore. Chicago, Winnipeg, let's go. We got Chicago plus 205. Remember, we were getting Chicago at plus 250 last week. They're starting to change those Chicago odds because Chicago ain't terrible. We have the Jonathan Taves game here. Jonathan Taves says, I'm not satisfied with the way things ended in Chicago. He told The Athletic that earlier this year. Winnipeg has taken 9 of the last 10 games, but this is a different Chicago team. Chicago has 1 regulation loss in their last 7 and 11 of a possible 14 points over that stretch. I know this isn't. So my plays here are Taves, Nemestikov, point each, plus 280. Burakovsky and Bedard, point each, plus 210. That's a great price for first line power play 1, especially with Bedsy playing so well. I know this isn't in Chicago, but take me through what this is to a player on the team and the locker room and leading up for someone like Jonathan Taves, who, I mean, he was Captain Canada. Like, this is a very important point in his career in this game. How does that affect from like the beginning of the day into the skate into how his teammates treat this game for him?
I mean, yeah, there'll be a lot of emotions that run through it, but once the puck drops, I don't think there's any more attention drawn to it.
That's it. Money on the board.
I mean, definitely big money on the board tonight for him. And maybe that'll inspire the players to play a little harder and be more motivated, because when you see that amount of money on the board, you want it to go in the team fund, because it means that you get to have a little bit more fun as a team in different schedule spots throughout the season. But I mean, aside from just the drop of the puck and the storyline going in is, oh yeah, Taves playing his first. I don't think there's a revenge factor for Taves. It's going to be emotional for him because he's playing against the only team he's ever played against or played for.
Awesome. Taves last goal plus 1,800. I'm not playing it. I'm just telling you what that price is. If they're up 2
For
goals,
the empty netter, yeah.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where you could be up 2 goals and the bench boss says, you know what, jump over the boards, JT. Go get a
it's
freebie.
possible. Yeah.
All right, but we'll take both those stacks. I won't be the double stack. I don't know where I'm boosting the double. I might be boosting it somewhere else. Vancouver, St. Louis. I have no play in this game, but Connor Garland's out. Quinn Hughes is already out. Philip Hronek is the power play 1 guy. His price is moving, but the Vancouver defense is Hronek, Pettersson, Tyler Myers, P.O. Joseph, and Tom Willander right now. And the team has 9 goals in their last 5 games. And Connor Garland was one of their best offensive players. Now, I'm waiting to see if Kiefer Sherwood skates on that top line today because I think he might, and he might be power play 1. That's someone I want. He's right now available plus 150 for a point over at Bet99. I'll wait to see. Both teams, bottom 11 in the PK. St. Louis has dropped 5 games in a row. Thomas and Neighbors are out there 1-4-1 at home. It's just not a pretty game. Anything with Vancouver is not a pretty game, but this is a game I have circled. I have overextended myself in this game. Pittsburgh at Minnesota. Pittsburgh plus 145, Minnesota minus 170, over under sitting at 6. Anthony Mantha, the man who's been padding our pockets on that middle line with Brazeau and Gino, has now moved up to PP1, sir, and he is plus 640 for a power play.
Brazeau. Wow.
Mantha. Not Brazeau.
Mantha. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the Mantha man. Tony Mantha, power play point, plus 640. Whew. That's just a juicy one there. You know what makes it even juicier, Mr. Pumper? That Minnesota has the worst penalty kill in all of hockey, and it's bad. It's bad at 63%.
Yeah, no, everything's bad in St. Louis right now. I mean, they were up 5-0 in their last game, or 4-0 in their last game, and gave up 6 unanswered against Detroit. They're reeling, and this is a big spot for them. Really big spot for them to see what happens after that. I mean, I don't think they're going to fire anybody, but they're slowly creeping out of the Central Division contention.
Yeah, and the Rossi, Marcus Johansson, their top line right now, they're PP2, but top line, but that's a hell of a price, plus 220 for a point each. Rossi, 5 points in his last 3, and the stack has cashed in each of those 3 games. Woo! When is the fairy tale going to end for Pittsburgh? That's my question.
Yeah. Well, they've lost 2 in a row right now?
Have they?
I think so.
It's funny when you bet points for players, you barely look at the win-loss sometimes. You're like, cool. Leafs lose 6-3.
They won 1. They've lost 2 of the last 3 is what they've lost.
Malkin assist, machine plus money. Yeah. Don't be afraid to put that with, if you can find a way to put that with Mantha power play point. Big money. This game, this is I'll be needing goals in that game. Give me goals in that game. This game, I don't care. I'm not touching it. Rangers, Edmonton, don't care. I got nothing. I hate both of these teams. There's not a lot of value anywhere with Edmonton, period. And the Rangers are the Rangers. But the New Jersey San Jose game, the last one on the slate before we get going here, not a bad one. Minus 240 for Jersey on the road in San Jose.
Goals, or what?
Yes, goals. We go Mercer, Meyer, point each, plus 140. No PP correlation, but second line with Heischer. And then we're going big plus money on the San Jose side. Second line.
Woo.
And PP2, Kurashev and Wenberg, plus 350. William Eklund didn't practice yesterday. Turns out it was just a maintenance day. He'll be good to go. He's on that second line with Kurashev and Wenberg. That's good news. Top line, Toffoli, Celebrini, and Will Smith looking good too. Celebrini is legit. New Jersey, good spot for San Jose. Why, Carlo? New Jersey coming off a 8-4 loss. Where were they? Colorado. Pretty good schedule spot for San Jose, who showed they can score.
I mean, I think it's a pretty good schedule spot for both. I mean, not only can San Jose score, they can't keep the puck out of their net. In New Jersey, they're pretty dynamic offensively. Like the total in this game should be 11.5. That's how many goals I think there's going to be in this game.
New Jersey top 5 power play versus bottom 5 PK. This double stack is 1,100 over at Bet99 plus 1,100 for the double second line stack. So I don't know. I don't know if it's that one. I don't know if I want to go to Pittsburgh. I might go to Pittsburgh because I don't think that Mantha point is priced correctly. I think that's the best one. I might go there. I know they might say, why don't you give us something exciting in a Toronto market? Let's try to win one here because I think we've been blanked so far in our boosted stacks, but you just keep firing. When you keep firing plus 1,100 plays, you're bound to hit sooner or later. Big slate today. Halloween is canceled. I'd like your idea of, I know you got to go, like your idea of canceling half of school tomorrow so we can.
Yeah, 12 o'clock, half day, get everybody out early, get everybody in early, get everybody ready to watch the Jays game at 8 o'clock.
Okay. In the comments, put them down today after you hit the like and subscribe button. Let us know what you want Carlo and I to dress up as tomorrow. Carlo won't play that game, but I will. If someone says something they want me to dress up as, that is tasteful. You nice. Dirty pumpers. That is tasteful. That won't get me fired. Then, yes, I might play along, but we'll see how it goes. Big slate of hockey today. They're the place. Thanks to everybody there in the chat. You guys are beauties. Puck Props presented by Bet99. Sign up. What covers NHL. That's what we do. That's how we do it. We're done on Thursday. Big slate. Let's win some money, pal.
Can't do it. Let's do it. Big slate. Let's keep it hot.